Hello, Monsters Abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 37 of my Khalida campaign. As the Jam once sang, we're going we're underground. It's the future tense, but obviously we're already underground. So we can't go underground. Well, we could maybe go further. I don't know if going further underground, that would just be deeper. This is probably yeah, we're going to stop that. Just forget that happened. Never mind. On we go. We are fighting Wurzag. And we do have an Arachnarok Spider incoming. He's taking a lot of shots from Ushabti with Great Bow. They're doing a horrendous amount of damage. What else is doing a horrendous amount of damage is these Rock Lobbers and Goblin Doom Divers, who are absolutely punishing my infantry as we march forward. In comes the Sphinx of Yuskuf. Going to charge straight at that Arachnarok Spider and just take chunks out of it. There are some fanatics coming cleaving through our poor old skellies there. And the Usirian's Legion of the Netherworld has got in the way of an unit of Orc Boar Boy Biggins. Got there eventually, so that 10 times fast, and are losing horrendously. Look how much damage they're taking. I was a bit confused by this at first, and then I realised all of Wurzag's army have magical attacks. So basically, the Assyrian's Legion of the Netherworld are going to take a horrendous punishment from every single one. So basically, I'm going to have to pull them out of the battle. Black Orcs fighting our Tomb Guard. We are a little bit... we're not going to win that fight, basically. We need to get units around behind the Black Orcs to make sure that we can actually finish them off. And in that vein, we do have the Eyes of the Desert moving around behind the enemy. Going to try and deal with these Orc Boar Boy Biggins. Oh no, they're just Orc Boar Boys. While our Chariots, not the best unit really to throw at artillery, but frankly it's all we've got. So they're going to try and stop these artillery from causing any more. I mean, 33 kills there, 55, 68. They're taking chunks out of my army. They need to be locked down. So there we go. We've engaged them. Hopefully that will stop them from attacking us. The Assyrian's Legion of the Netherworld have been pulled out of combat. And on our left flank, the Ushabti are carving their way through these Orc Boar Boy Biggins. And once they finish with them, they can come and career into the rear of these Black Orcs just in the nick of time, because our Tomb Guard are not winning this fight. Ibermoose is fighting against Wurzag and also an Arachnarok Spider. In come the Ushabti into the rear of these Black Orcs. They're going to start cutting their way through them. Thank goodness for Ushabti. Over here we can see the Halberdiers have been saved by the quick action of our Ushabti. And over in the rear, our Chariots have amazingly managed to break all three of the artillery really, really quickly. That surprised me. I thought they'd be just stopped by the artillery pieces themselves. But no, they seem to have done really bloody well, actually. I'm kind of surprised. Chariots charging into the Orc Boar Boys. Doing a fair chunk of damage. That should be easy pickings for them. Stalkers hunting down some of these archer units. They almost fled off the field, but then managed to rally just at the edge. That's probably going to... yeah, they're probably regretting that decision. So there we go. And then over the main battle line, the Black Orcs, having been hit in the rear by Ushabti, are breaking just in time. A lot of our Tomb Guard taken horrendous damage. I know some people said that there's no point in Tomb Guard, you may as well just have Skeleton Spearmen. I don't think Skeleton Spearmen would stand up for Black Orcs for anything like this length of time. They would have been cut to pieces so quickly. There wouldn't have been a battle line to throw the Ushabti into the rear of at that point. Black Orcs all fleeing there, the Necrosphinx and Ibermoose chasing down Wurzag, who's been locked by a net of Amentok. Unfortunately, he is going to be able to get away, but still, he's left most of his army lying on the ground dead. Mind you, so have I. So that was slightly more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but we still, you know, Wurzag is dead. He's lost all his Black Orcs. Well, he's lost his entire army, because of course does it count as an underway battle? I'm not sure. Let's take the replenishment. Nope, it did not. Wurzag has got away. But King Ibermoose and Mittens have the Great Green Killer. When you take a swing at the Prophet, you smite Gork and Mork as well. And he's also brave. Yes, he is. Can we? Oh, we can't chase him down. Well, damn. And there's also this army over here, but I don't think... Yeah, okay, we might need to fall back. Mind you, I mean, we're getting a lot of replenishment, so we might be okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just need to chase down Wurzag and finish him off. No problem. So, King Rakat, we've taken the Awakening. We did that last episode. There is, somewhere over here, I think probably there, the Vampire Coast's last army. So we've got to keep an eye on them to make sure they don't... Yep, there they are. Waldekir Hellschnitt. So they will be taking attrition. Or they would do if they weren't raiding. But they won't get any replenishment. So... Oh, and there's the Book Army. Interesting. It's Dark Elves and Norskins. Chaos Marauders. Chaos Giant. Reaper Bolt Throwers. Chaos Spawn. All very interesting. Okay, well that's... We'll just have to pick him off and take his book from him. In the meantime, what do I think I want to grab the Poxmarsh, but I'm also kind of cautious. I do need walls here to protect me from any Skaven counterattack. I mean, it's fairly inevitable there will be one. So I need to defend myself. I mean, I could just send... Maybe I could hide in the... If we go like there... Send King Rakash over this direction. We will send Lemizash south. Go and sit in the Blood Swamp. Just to be... I mean, we've already got walls at the Awakening. So we just need to make sure we don't get any Skaven attacking from the south. The Fuming Serpent should be fine, although the public order there is pretty bad. It's getting better. It was worse. Although it's, you know, still not... It's not going to get any better than it already is what I was trying to get across there. Otherwise, I think we're fairly good. 6 more turns for the Black Pyramid of Nagash. We really do need... What I want to do is get some more of the buildings that increase public order in the adjacent provinces. The Royal Burial Chamber. That's the one. That's what we want. We want Royal Burial Chambers. So we should probably get one there. We don't quite have the... Could we? Yes, we could. Yeah, so let's do that. Because anything to boost up the... It also increases Untainted in adjacent provinces. So we can surround the Black Pyramid. We might be able to offset the Vampiric Corruption. Just about. It'll still be a bit, you know, but it'll be fine. Thutep has finished recruiting all of his units. We need to recruit some more. What do we... I mean... Screaming Skull Catapult, I think that's at least one. And that takes him up to 16. We could get some Necropolis Knights. Do I like that? I think I do. I also want to get some Ushabti with Great Bows. If I do... No. Yeah, if I do that, let's get rid of that. Let's get that. And then we can get the Necropolis Knights with halberds. They're anti-large. Well, how are they in comparison to the Stalkers? So the Stalkers have slightly more health. They've got more melee attack, more melee defense, more weapon strength. But much less charge bonus. I mean... It's slightly slower, but I kind of feel like... but the Necropolis Knights do have poison attacks. That is quite useful. I kind of feel like Stalkers are just... I mean, the Necropolis Knights do have the charge bonus, but on the other hand, I suppose their leadership's pretty jank, actually. They've only got 40... I guess all the constructs have quite bad leadership? Yeah, so all the constructs have quite bad leadership, so they need someone nearby. Okay, well that's... Okay, well let's get... Yeah, I want to try out the Necropolis Knight, so I'll do that. That'll give him 19 units. And then ideally, I want another Lich Priest. Which we will get after... How many... Okay, 1, 2 imprint. So Lich Priest there. Two imprints, Necrotect, Lich Priest. Okay, so we can get a couple more Lich Priests. That's not too bad. So we'll get another couple of those. Put one in Thutep's army. And then we'll have another army so we can... Yeah, so all our Lich Priests will be accounted for then, so we won't have any more to hand out to our other armies, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's, you know, sod's law. Yeah, so that's looking... I'm fairly happy with that. The Greenskin resistance is starting to get a bit more dangerous. However, ooh, do I want to fight that? No. We're going to withdraw. Oh, you little shit. Well, actually, I think I could probably auto-resolve that and win. Nope. No, I can't. Alright, well, Wurzag is dead. Bit of an odd choice by the AI. Because that's another Lord dead, and then we can just go and crush Valea's Sorrow. Not... Yeah, Valea's Sorrow. Yeah, Valea's Sorrow. I was thinking that was my settlement, but it's not. Crooked Fang Fort is my settlement. It's been sacked, but to be honest, I don't really care. Okay, so the Vampire Coast now have another settlement, thanks to the stupid Skaven. King Rakash has become an ambusher. It's nice. And the Greenskins sacked our fort. Prince Araru has been wounded. Oh no. By Ekich. What a god. But we do have the Heralds in power, so we have another army. More global recruitment. More global recruitment capacity and less time for that global recruitment, so that's quite nice. We've got another mission to recruit a Cymrian War Sphinx. Maybe. Right, Wurzag, come back here, you little shit. I'm going to rip your face off. Boom. Face ripped. I'm going to take the replenishment. Oh, God, really? Let's get back to Crooked Fang Fort. We can defend that. We'll go after Valea's Sorrow next. That's a lot of Ragnarok spiders and giants, but that's okay. We should be fine. Ibemoose and Mittens do have a skill point. So that's going to go in... Ooh. Tomb Strike or... more Tomb Strike. I mean, maybe replenishment would have been the better option there, but screw that. Okay, let's move King Satep. He's going to go for Karakazul. So that's what he's doing. Yeah, Khalida took out Zvorak. I wonder what... Do I want her to go over to Matorka now? Maybe? Can't hurt. So we're going to go over there and burn that to the ground as well. Just really rub it into old Vlad. Do I... more? No, I don't want that. Replenishment might be nice, but we're okay at the moment, I think. Maybe the Skull Storm. Increase effect area. That sounds quite nice. Let's get that. Well, indeed. Indeed. And let's get some walls, because walls are good. So we've got a garrison at Ekrund. Yeah, that's probably fine. Gronti Mingle needs walls, though. So let's upgrade that. And we'll upgrade that. And let's get a port. How's our... We're Yeah, we're unreliable. Okay, well. It will get better eventually, I think. Maybe? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I don't really need the money, to be honest. It's more to make friends, but to be honest, there's some people who really do love us. Carrick Ziflin, the dwarves, the vampire counts, for some reason, I think they like the fact we've been beating up the Greenskins and Vlad, but that's a little bit weird. We've also Bretonia kind of likes us, as does the Empire. They really like us.
Friends of the Empire, come.
Yeah, they won't give us anything though because they don't trust us. And the Wood Elves kind of like us as well, because again we are beating up the Greenskins and the Von Karsteins. So that's what we're doing there. So they kind of enjoy that. They like watching that. That's the thing they enjoy. And we are going to continue in that vein. We're going to go and take Doc Karaz. Let's get a couple of siege towers there. It's only going to take a couple of turns. That'll be fine. It looks like the dwarves are retaking some of their territory, which is good to see. I might let them keep this. It's not like I really need it. Yeah, okay. So we've got the Heralds empowered. So let's go and grab another Lich Priest. So let's get the Priesthood of Asaph. Asaph is the god of magic and vengeance. What a combo. Get your revenge with a fireball. Menkaus, you are going to have... exorcism don't really need. Shows burning gate. Yeah, sure. I very... Ooh. No, I'm going to go Net of Animal top because I want to get evasion and then banishment, because banishment is really nice. Except for the times it, comes back and kills your own unit, but you just have to accept these things sometimes. Prince Desked, can you go up here? Because I'm sure there's... Okay, so Vlad is oh, that's Isabella. So Isabella is heading off back to the Empire, but Vlad is currently sat in Karak-Izor, not doing very much. So what we're going to do is we're going to destroy some of these cities over here. Maybe Akendorf as well. Maybe see if we can help the dwarves start retaking some of these. And let's repair that. That seems pretty good. Let's go and retake the Poxmarsh. Of course, it looks like a... Oh, look, Skaven, what a surprise. Auto-resolve. It was riddled with fraggles, but it's okay. We've taken it. Vampire Coast is secure. We've got Exterminator, Bold, all that kind of good stuff. Public Order here is appalling. So maybe, yeah, let's go for Worship of Asaph. It's also going to help with the corruption as well, which is quite important because we've got a lot of osmosis, of Skaven corruption osmosis. It is dropping down to 40%, but still, we're riddled with the little buggers. They're bloody everywhere. It's appalling. And we've also got the Cult of Pleasure around here somewhere, which I'm sure they're probably marching south even as we speak. And of course, Waldakir Helschnitt has retaken a settlement, Zoltek. That's not good. Because he was supposed to be dead, but the Skaven are rubbish, and they didn't manage to kill him. Rubbish. They just need to defend a city. Can't trust anyone these days. Okay, so Pashidu, I think maybe we want to give you hard to kit to make you more defensive, because you're buffing up our constructs. That's basically what you're doing. So the more melee defense you've got, the more likely it is you're going to survive. And Kawataman has a skill point as well. I kind of think maybe we are going to recruit another Lord, so maybe we go Lord Recruit rank. Incantation of Preservation? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. You have insufficient funds, but we could do that and give him another 3. And I promise, again, to use the right and then recruit the Lord. So what we could do is... Do we... Could get another special Lord. Maybe I want to keep... Maybe I need some sort of defence for my home provinces, because basically at the moment everyone I mean, we've got armies over here, and over here. There's absolutely no one protecting our homeland. Any kind of invasion that arrives here is really going to screw us over. So maybe I need someone to just sit in like the Black Pyramid as a defensive measure, just in case we need to get somewhere very, very quickly. So maybe I want to go for Wakaf. Wakaf repelled the nomads and secured the borders. He is a peerless master of desert warfare. Because he gets more... his units get more melee attack when they're in the desert. And if we're protecting the desert, that seems like a good option. Maybe do that. Let's do that. I'm going to do that. We're not going to get the Dubri, what's it? The Lich Priest. We're not going to do that this turn. We're going to do that next time. We're going to get a Lord first. Then we're going to do the ritual. Then we're going to recruit one. It does mean we're going to have to wait a couple of turns. Well, we're going to have to wait a couple of turns anyway. And we can recruit a Lich Priest anywhere. Really. It doesn't really matter. So that should be... Oh, and there is a request for... Hello Kitty. And Cuddles. So we've got Hello Kitty and Cuddles in Thutep's army. Good stuff. Good. I've got an achievement called Yerg. I think it's something to do with having the vampire coast under my control. Oh, but Gordon Ramsay's been wounded again. Oh, he didn't do very well, did he? Poor old Gordon. Bad times for Gordo. Okay, so we've got Wakaf of the First Dynasty. He's up there. We've got King Lemizash is severe. A wise move, my lord. A severe aspect demands respect. Indeed it does. He's got... Oh, yeah. We've just managed to stave off rebellion. Just about. Let's sepulchre there is going to be pretty good. We could get the statue. I think I'm going to hold off. Oh, what I did want to do. Before I forget, we're going to do the great incantation of Tahoth. Boop. Very good. There we go. We also want to get the priesthood of Asaph for another Lich Priest. So let's do that. And let's recruit our Lord here. So we're going to get Wakaf of the First Dynasty. So he comes in at level 7, which is pretty good. So Root Marcher, definitely. Yes. Let's give him some Scorched Bone and arrows of... No. I said arrows of Asaph. Thank you very much. There we go.
Address me as your highness.
Well, we'll get round to it. Let's have a couple of those. A couple of those. Oh, we can only have one of those. That's it's less than ideal, but it's not the end of the world. We can only have one Tomb Guard. We need more Royal Barracks. It's the thing we need. However, in the meantime, you can just have some Skeletal Warriors. That should be fine. Got lots more global recruitment slots, so that's very nice. No, not that again. Jeez. So let's do that. We've got 2 Shabti coming in. Let's have a Necro Sphinx and a couple of Stalkers. You know what, Necropolis Knight? Yeah, sure, why not? It's going to take a little while, but to be honest, he's not really going to be doing much anyway, so no real concern. Let's have a Tomb Scorpion. Just to mix things up. We've used all of our Kemrian War Sphinxes. That's a shame. Do I maybe just... you know what? Let's just go Ushabti with Great Bow. Let's get a couple of them. Maybe just finish it off with... We don't have much in the way of of cavalry, do we? Let's just get another... Let's do that. Actually, what I do want to do is get a necrotect in this army, because if we want him to be fast moving... In fact, let's get rid of the archers. Let's give him a casket of souls. We'll get a necrotect in there as well, and a lich priest. And then I think I'm fairly happy with that. Yep, that looks good to me. We'll do that. It's good. Right, Prince Deskhead. Let's see if we can... Where it has Isabella's over there. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Let's go to Matorka. I think that's going to be an easy auto-resolve. And we could potentially fight it, but I'm... Yep, that's fine. We took a bit of damage to Tomb Guard, but that's no problem. We could sack it. I think I'm just going to raise it. It damages Vlad, and that's what we want to do. We want to start killing him off, putting him under severe strain. Let's go. I mean, Cleanse Corruption is probably going to be quite strong here, because we're going to try and offset this vampiric corruption. We also want to be hitting the greenskins all over the place, pushing them back. There's an army heading this direction. Do I break off? They might head for a bit of... it's Snorko. Bloody Snorko. That guy. Right, we're going to march on Valea's Sorrow there. We're going to march on Karakazul here. We do have Morglor Blood Reaper at Karakate Peaks, but this army is... he might be heading to try and relieve Doc Karaz. I could... Let's break the siege. What I'm going to do is maybe just try and sneak on down here. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, we're just going to head straight for old Snorko here. He might head for Bitterstone Mine. I don't think he can reach it without marching. So, he might head back to Valea's Sorrow, in which case Ivy Moose gets him. Or he might head for Bitterstone Mine, in which case Peter Andre and Fluffy get him. Or he might flee north to Iron Rock. But I don't think he's got many options. So, that sounds... yeah, good. That's the thing. We're going to hunt down Snorko and put an end to his shenanigans. Talking of shenanigans, where's Bitterstone Mine? Bitterstone Mine's there. Yeah, we want walls there, but it might... yeah, okay, well, let's go for Stone Mine Tower first. And we'll get Sepulchre there. I do want... where's Dragonhorn Mine? Dragonhorn... yeah, well, it's not as... it's not on the front lines. So that should be okay. Let's see what Snorko does. Bloody Snorko. He's buggered off again. He's been replaced by Grimgor. And Grimgor just charges straight at King Peter Andre. I mean, we've killed Grimgor recently, so I guess we'll just have to put him down again. You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that Grimgor is not the real leader of the Greenskins. Oh, he's the figurehead. There's someone else pulling his strings. It's that bloody Snorko. Every single time we see a big army pop up, who's in command of it? Snorko. And before we can hit him, he just disappears. Snorko's the mastermind. Mark my words, the Greenskins have a mastermind and his name is Snorko, and he's a goblin. We'll catch up with him eventually, but that is not this day. Our cavalry's moving around the right flank. We've got the Storm Riders of Kassar. They're trying to chase down these Goblin Wolf Riders. The entire battle, these Goblin Wolf Riders will harass the Storm Riders. They're just slightly faster. However, the Storm Riders have a very important mission, and that is to take these Doom Divers out of commission. They're already racking up horrendous numbers of kills. You can see the Kepra Guard there already reduced to almost half strength. Peter Andre takes on the Arachnarok Spider. And the Casket of Jeff is helping out, launching his Jeffness directly into the face of the Arachnarok Spider. The pure essence of Jeff himself. All hail to Jeff. The other Wall Sphinx also dealing with the other Arachnarok Spider. They do charge into some halberds, so that's less than ideal. And the Squig Herd is charged into some Stalkers, which again is less than ideal. The Storm Riders are picking off one Doom Diver, that's one out of commission, and then the next one is going to get charged as well. We're going to try and deal with those before these Black Orcs arrive, and also as soon as possible to stop these sodding Goblin Wolf Riders from just shooting us. The rest of our cavalry has dealt with a unit of Orc Warboy Biggins, and now we're trying to get out of the way of this giant. We're going to send the Stalkers after it, and that will free up the chariot and our Necropolis Knights to hit the rear of the battle line. The battle line itself, one Arachnarok Spider is fleeing into distance, as there's two there, and that means that the Black Orcs are now unsupported. Grimgor, the puppet of Snorko, is currently getting beaten about the face by Peter Andre there. And Fluffy, that's the one. It wasn't Mittens, it's Fluffy. More Black Orcs hacking their way through our Tomb Guard. They don't look like they're winning that fight. Unit losing decisively, that's surprising. Grimgor's trying to make a run for the archers apparently, or maybe Ramnereth, but either way, he's not going to make it. Chariots have come careering into the rear of the Black Orcs, that's looking pretty good. And the Storm Riders finishing off some Goblin Archers. The Goblin Archers got absolutely wrecked. The Storm Guard, I think, are probably one of my favourite Tomb King units, actually. They just, I don't know why, but they just seem to be, I mean, maybe it's just their speed, but they're also quite powerful. So they really can just wreck units. So they're going to run down these archers, that's very nice. The Kemrian War Sphinx has finished off, I think he's just driven off the Arachnarok Spider again. Yes, off he goes. We're going to try and chase down the Goblin Wolf Riders, but they're going to obviously get away. The main battle is over as Black Orcs flee all over the place. Our Stalkers on the right flank dealing with a giant, on the left flank also dealing with a giant. Now, they're not killing it very fast, but then it's not killing them, so I'm fairly happy to tie up the giant like that. The Arachnarok Spider is returning to the fight. We don't really have anything to throw at it. Some halberds are moving in to intercept. At least it's slowing him down. Hopefully drive him off. Necropolis Knights charging in as well to help the Hellbards there. And this last unit of Black Orcs is just being punished. It was chasing the Storm Riders around, and by the time they actually reached the fight, there was no one left to actually help them, so they've decided to flee into the distance. They're not going to get very far because the Kemrian War Sphinx chariots and the Storm Riders are here to make sure that they don't get away. Meanwhile, Grimgor is currently taking a lot of archer fire. And Peter Andre is singing him a lullaby that'll soothe him to his eternal rest, or at least the next time Snorko pulls him out of the ground. Isn't that right, Grimgor? Well, that's Grimgor down for the count yet again, but Snorko has slipped away. Mark my words, we will hunt him down. We've got an opal amulet for our troubles, which is that's nice. And that army has taken a lot of damage. Both giants dead. Well, the Goblin Doom Divers managed to get away somehow, but that's okay. Yeah, so I mean we should be fine. Let's take the replenishment. And I don't think that army is going to be able to get away. Oh, they are recruiting another one at Valea's Sorrow, so that needs to be dealt with. Blimey, I'm surprised because normally the High Elves confederate really, really quickly, but the Order of Law Monsters are just confederated with Illyrian. And the Ripperhorn tribe is declared war on everyone. So that's fun. I think they spawn in Nagarond generally, so hopefully they're not going to appear anywhere near me. Fingers crossed. So we've got Gouger here. That should be a fairly easy victory. Let's just chase him down and finish him off. Yeah, that's not going to be... There we go. Let's take the Canopic Jars. We now have 283 Canopic Jars, which is a fair few, and we can take Valea's Sorrow. Do some clicking. Yeah, I think we're just going to auto resolve that one. There we go. And we will occupy Valea's Sorrow under our control, and we can lay siege to Karak Azul, which is going to be a slightly tougher nut to crack. So we're going to have to build some siege towers. I don't think it's going to be too... I mean, trolls, that's fine. Maybe... That's fine. We'll continue the siege there, build the siege towers, and take Karak Azul. How's our cities doing? Overall, fairly good, I think. Let's just have a quick look through the list. So, public order is fine, apart from Desolation of Nagash. Well, that's to be expected because it's only one city. The Eastern Badlands, I think that's going to get better. Yes, it is. Let's build a support crew though, just to help it out. And of course the Volcanic Island, because it's a bit naff. So it's, generally pretty good overall. And our invasion of Lustria, we've taken a province, so that's pretty good. And thankfully Khalida has suitable climate for jungle, so actually taking Lustria is very much on the cards. I mean, we came just for the book, but I guess we may as well conquer the place now we're here. So there we go. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave it there because we are running out of time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.